In financial planning, there are often trade-offs between different scenarios that we want to consider, whether it's when to retire, how much to spend in retirement, or whether to get that vacation home. While financial planning tools like Right Capital are very powerful, sometimes it can be hard to visualize the trade-offs between these different scenarios. That's why I've created the Scenario Navigator. It utilizes data from the Gilbert Wealth planning software to help you navigate all the different combinations of the different scenarios that we're considering. Thinking of retiring at 62 and want to see how increasing your income or buying a vacation home interact together, you can select the various options to see what the rough outcome of that scenario combination might be. Of course, we'll review this in the meeting, but this is just a helpful tool to help you figure out how the different factors interact. So let's take a look. You can of course download the dataset by clicking this button. The download will appear in your Internet Downloads folder. As we move down, the very top section contains the results of the selections that you've made, which we'll cover in a moment. In this data set, there are 72 different combinations of spending, retirement age, and vacation home. The top shows the minimum outcome, the maximum outcome, and the average, which is just a summary of the selections that you made. So in this case, based off of our various scenarios, at worst, there could be 0 portfolio left. At a maximum, there could be about 4.9 million left. On average, the various outcomes result in about 1.9 million. Initially, we don't have any selections made. So these results are summarizing all 72 scenarios. Now let's start making some changes. So as we scroll down, we see our first set of filters. The first set has spending just staying current, boosting by 10%, boosting by 20%, and boosting your spending by 30%. Of course, you'll know some of the details behind this and what numbers might be referencing. Below each card has the minimum and the maximum for that category. And how you can think of it is, if I were to select the current category, the minimum possible of all subsequent combinations is 453,000. The maximum is 4.9 million, which is the highest that you can get in the whole plan. If you boost your spending by 10%, the minimum is now 0, with the maximum being 4.4 million. Subsequently, if you include boost to 20 and 30, you can see those numbers adjust as well. So let's go ahead and select 10%. You can select multiple if you would like to see it filtered for multiple categories, but let's just stick with one. As we move down to retirement age, the retirement age numbers have now filtered for any scenario that includes boost 10%. So if I look at these numbers and say want to select age 62, the minimum for boost 10% and age 62 is now 1 million and 3 million. If I were to choose 63, it's now 1.5 million and 3.5 million. So let's select 62. Finally, vacation home. So in this scenario, we can choose no vacation home, a vacation home of 300,000, or a vacation home of 500,000. And you can see the different outcomes of those scenarios. With no vacation home, that results in an ending balance of about 3 million. If we decide to purchase a $300,000 vacation home, that results in 1.7 million. Or 500,000, about a million. And you can see the differences there. If you scroll down to the bottom section, you'll see a results table which shows which selections we made, as well as the outcomes of those different scenarios. as I mentioned, you can select multiple things. So if we're curious to see more scenarios, you can make selections and the table updates so you can see how your plan reacts to the different scenarios that we've selected. I hope you enjoy this powerful Scenario Navigator tool. Of course, it's one of many ways that I hope you'll interact with your plan. Please reach out to me if you have any questions about your specific Scenario Navigator as we navigate your plan together.